Staying connected while away from the office or home sometimes means traveling with electronic devices such as laptops, mobile phones, and tablets. In spite of this, malware and automated attack tools may be used to successfully hack digital devices. Perpetrators are working hard to figure out how to get access to your confidential information and steal it. We want to make sure that your information is safe while you continue to plan your trip. Minimize the chance of your personal information being stolen by following all the advice we'll be giving, which will prepare you for your journey before, during, and after it. Obviously, holidays are supposed to be about relaxing, not worrying about identity theft and fraud. Without further ado, here's how to protect your privacy and information while traveling. First things first, before taking off, don't discuss your travel plans on social media. I know you have a lot of friends and followers awaiting your #getaway posts and Instagram stories, but you never know who has access to such data to estimate when your home will be empty and prone to an invasion. Bring only what's necessary. If a gadget, credit card, document, travel papers, or other sensitive information isn't absolutely necessary for your vacation, leave it at home. If the gadget contains confidential or sensitive data, this is very important. Make copies of any information you'll be bringing. If you really must bring cards or documents with you, such as travel records, ID cards, credit cards, and other private details, keep a copy and leave it with a trusted friend or family member. You can also place the copy in a secure place or keep the data only on approved cloud storage, such as Box, Microsoft OneDrive, or Google Drive, in case the original is misplaced and access is required while abroad, or to enable secure collaboration and sharing. To safeguard cards and passwords, try RFID blocking purses or wallets. This way, if something is misplaced or stolen, you'll know where to search for it. Make a backup of your data and wipe the device. Any vital data on your devices should be backed up to an external disk and stored safely at home. Enable Find My Phone on your mobile device so that you can track it down if it is lost or stolen. Enable remote wipe capabilities and become comfortable with how to use them in case you need to. If at all possible, bring just temporary electronics with you on your trip. A prepaid mobile phone and a steep laptop are two examples. Verify that your gadget is set up for optimal security. If you must bring your business or personal gadgets on your vacation, be sure to encrypt the device as much as possible. Complex passwords, passcodes that combine digits, letters, and special characters, or smartphone Touch ID to lock your electronics are a way to keep your accounts and devices safe. You may also create special passwords for accounts that you'll require access to while you're away. Firewalls, screen locks, timeout features, and automatic wipes should all be enabled. Automatic wipes are particularly handy if a device is lost or stolen, since they allow the device to be erased after a number of failed attempts to access it. Update your system and install antivirus. For maximum protections, keep all of your devices up to date with the latest software and install all systems and application updates. Keep in mind, though, that updates installed on insecure networks may include malware, so proceed with caution. It's also a good idea to disable file sharing and printer sharing software. These may be used to connect your gadget. Rename your device to anything other than the generic default name that was given to it when it was manufactured. Familiarize yourself. Check with rules and regulations governing the flow of information, technology, software, and equipment across national boundaries in your destination country. Data privacy and the search and seizure of electronic devices are governed by various laws in several nations. Your data, including internet, email, and telephone communications, may be watched or retained while being transported over their networks. During customs inspections, hotel stays, and other situations, your items may be examined or confiscated with or without your agreement. In certain jurisdictions, using encryption to safeguard data is prohibited, and the transmission of commodities or information is highly restricted or prohibited. During your trip, please note that public Wi-Fi is vulnerable to attack. In general, public Wi-Fi networks and hotspots are not secure, which means that anybody may possibly see what you are doing on your device while you're connected. Try using a travel router with a prepaid SIM card for your own personal Wi-Fi network. If you must use public Wi-Fi, utilize a virtual private network, or VPN, to protect your connection. Post updates later. I'm sure we're all eager to share the special moments we have with those we care about. However, it is still preferable to wait until you return home to upload images and status updates about your vacation on social media. Instead, you may contact, chat, or update your friends and family back home using safe services like Zoom. When you're away from home, be cautious about how much information you provide on social media, since you could be answering security questions. Enable your privacy settings and keep in mind who could have access to the data you're giving. Be aware of your surroundings. It's advisable not to log into any personal accounts on other people's devices, whether they're public computers, hotel business centers, or even friends, colleagues, or other travelers' gadgets. Keyloggers and viruses may be installed on public computers, exposing your personal information. You should also consider getting a privacy screen if your devices are automatically connecting to hotspots. Don't trust public charging stations. While traveling, avoid connecting to USB charging stations that do not require a direct connection to an electrical outlet, and logging in to programs or websites you do not need. This might allow malware to infect your device or expose your personal information to compromise and theft. Because the USB cable includes two wires, one for power and the other for data transfer, criminals can gain access to information on your device. Rather than utilizing a USB charger, look for an AC power brick that can be plugged straight into a wall socket. Turn off data roaming. Data use when traveling internationally might be very costly. When you're not using them, always turn off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and location services like GPS. Ensure that only known devices are associated with your Bluetooth. Shut off and physically remove the battery from your devices when not in use. Whenever possible, avoid using ATM cards. When traveling, credit cards and cash are encouraged. The credit card does not avoid the problems, but it does block access to your bank account in the event of fraud. Carrying money on vacation, on the other hand, is a delicate balancing act between safety and utility. Making money harder to reach hinders criminals. But when it's time to pay for anything, you still want to be able to get to it without having to take off your clothing or play hide and seek with your bag's secret pockets. Lastly, and very importantly, keep your devices with you at all times during your travels. Even in your hotel room, do not leave any of your electronic gadgets alone. Keep things safe with you at all times. And if you must leave anything behind, make sure it's locked away in a safe where no one can get at it, even if they get access to your hotel room. However, in case of an emergency, I'd recommend keeping it on hand the majority of time. When you're back home, change any and all passwords you may have used. When you get home, change any and every password you used throughout your vacation. Back up any data on your device before leaving, and then wipe them clean when you get back. Check your credit card statements. Verify that no questionable or unwanted charges were made during your vacation. Maintaining the security of yourself and your personal information needs ongoing attention, which does not end before or after your trip. Run extensive antivirus scans on your devices. When you go home, erase any access points that were saved on your devices during your trip, such as Wi-Fi connections. Remove any programs and related data that you may have downloaded, particularly for your trip, but no longer require from your devices. Congratulations on taking all the necessary procedures. Finally, you can share your pictures, videos, and updates on social media for your followers, friends, and family to enjoy. As our video comes to an end, I'd like to remind you guys that, although having an electronic device enhances our traveling experience, these tremendous benefits come with disadvantages, such as greater chances of cyber theft and personal information breaches. Which is why our team has done their best to explain the security precautions you may take to travel safely. While none of these suggestions are guaranteed, it goes without saying that any precaution taken can assist in lessening the risk of identity theft. I hope you found this guide extremely useful for your trip. If you'd like to see more of this content, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment with any additional travel ideas that we didn't cover yet in this video. Thank you guys, and see you in the next one.